go Giants. I don't even know what the Giants thing is. Anyways, welcome everybody back to my 32 fan series where I'm talking to one fan from each of the 32 NFL teams. And so obviously we're here to talk about the Giants, all things Giants.
hmm
And I'm a little excited about the Giants this year. I can't lie. But if this is the first episode that you're listening to, there's probably several either coming or that will be coming. So there's that. And then the other thing is too is I will have all of Pat's information in the description. So you do not have to search far to find him, where he's located, and all those different things. However, without further ado, how are you, sir? Tell us about yourself and how long you've been a Giants fan, really anything you want to share with us.
Oh man, I've been a Giants fan for forever, man. Since I was a little kid, my uncle would show me a Bears game when I saw Lawrence Taylor playing against the Bears. It was his final season, so I became a Giants fan. So, uh, I'm from Chicago, and I just love the New York Giants, man. And
Mm.
you can find me in the description, like she said. And come look at some New York Giants content, and also I'm with the Aboriginal Sports Network. We're actually getting monetized now, so been working
Nice.
on that for a little bit. So it's good, man. Being a
Okay.
Giants fan right now is feeling pretty good. John Harbaugh in the building, so we good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. How are you feeling right now? How are you feeling with Harbaugh, that hire? How are you just feeling like overall as a Giants fan right now?
Feeling pretty good overall as a Giants fan because we actually drafted Giants. We drafted some good guys.
I think your audio just switched to your computer, not your mic.
You sure?
I would
Hold
double double check it. We got to have you
on.
sounding good up here.
Yeah, how did it switch?
Oh, you're back.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you perfect.
Okay, I don't know why it switched. Um,
Mine does that sometimes too.
that's weird. StreamYard gets on my nerves, but uh, feel pretty good about John Harbaugh, man. He's bringing in a lot of people that we need. A lot of people were kind of perturbed about the Dexter Lawrence trade, and I feel that we got the best that we could out of Dexter Lawrence. We got a number 10 pick, and we selected an offensive lineman, which we needed.
Mhm.
So I think we're doing pretty well, man. I'm excited. I'm ready for the season. Got Avril Reese to go with Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, Thibodeau, and it's just gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay. I love that. I love that. And yeah, I will be honest, at first when they hired Harbaugh, I was like, okay, I don't really know. And somebody said he's going to bring stability and he's going to bring some consistency that we need as Giants fans. And I thought, you know what? Okay, I can get behind that. I can definitely get behind that. So I
Mhm.
love it. So let's talk about this draft. What is one word that you would use to describe this draft?
Oh, huge. That's it. Everybody was 6'1" or higher, and we got a lot of needs that we needed. We got the right guard that we needed because nobody wanted Evan Neal starting at right guard or let Daniel Falele. Come on, man. We got Avril Reese to play inside linebacker next to Tremaine Edmonds. So to help with stopping the run, and our linebacker room has actually turned into a strength this year. Last year was absolutely awful. We traded up for Malachi Fields. Everybody was mad because we gave up 2/4 to get Malachi Fields, but I think he could turn into a huge X receiver for us. And guess what? He's 6'5",
Hmm.
and fast and can get across the middle to help out Jackson Dart. And then we had 3 6-round picks, and my favorite pick that we got was Captain Jack Kelly from BYU. I actually mocked them to us a couple of times, and we got us a stud, Jack Kelly, man. He's gonna be a captain on this team, and he's gonna be very good on special teams in the beginning. He could come in and spot us at edge rusher and middle linebacker. So I'm happy
Okay.
with this draft, man.
I like that. Is that your favorite day two, day three pick? Him?
Jack
Okay.
Kelly for sure.
What is it that you liked about him the most? Like, what is one thing where you were like, if we get him, like
He,
he's the one.
he's a madman. He's a madman on the field. When you look at his film, he played the linebacker position with his hair on fire. Like
Yeah.
he's just tough, and I just know that he can get after the quarterback at the very least in this
Okay.
game, and I think he can develop into a very good middle linebacker for us.
Yeah. Okay. If you like the content that you're getting, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave us a comment in the comment section below, and I'll let you get back to your video. I love it. Is there any player from your draft class that you think is going to make it the biggest immediate impact?
Francis my Noah,
Tackle.
Maui Noah. There you go, Maui Noah. Yeah, we're moving him to right guard, so he automatically is going to make the biggest impact because he's going to be a starter immediately. Avril Reese is as well, but he's going to have to pick up the slack at right guard, and
Okay.
he can't be no worse than what Evan Neal and them were. And I think he's going to make a huge impact in the run game for us.
Yeah, since I started talking to you, this is my third year doing this. It's always been an offensive line thing. You've always been like this offensive line, this
Every year,
offensive
man.
line every year. So that, well, at least now, hopefully, you can kind of say, hey, we're kind of figuring some things out. We're kind of figuring some things out. I love that. Okay, is there a player you passed on multiple times that you think will come back to haunt you, or is there a player that you were like, man, I hope we get so and so, and you weren't able to get them, and you think that might come back to be a missing piece?
No, not really.
Okay.
Because I think we got the pieces that we needed for this team. Like we needed to get bigger and better in the trenches, which we did, and we needed to get an X receiver, which I believe Malachi Fields can be that guy. That's one of the guys I wanted them to target. And a lot of these Giants fans are crying about Caleb Downs because we passed on him at 5 and 10. But I think Maui Noah is going to come in and make an immediate impact. Other than safety, the safety position, we got plenty of safeties, but we needed somebody on that offensive line for sure, and we definitely needed a linebacker for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's for sure. So I have a question. I didn't prepare you for this, but I know that you'll be able to answer it. Like last year, what was the big missing piece that you think that I know there was probably a lot that you could probably point to, but like what was the one thing where you were just kind of like, man, we at least need to get X in order to just start moving in the right direction?
Head coach.
Okay. Fair.
We needed a head coach in the room. We needed somebody that could develop these players.
Okay.
A lot of the pressure's been put on Joe Shane, but a lot of Joe Shane's players, they leave to get big money because so that tells you that he's picking good players. They're just not being developed. So that's the main thing that we needed was a developer in the building.
Okay, fair. I was wondering what was like the big missing puzzle piece, if you will. Okay. So then let's talk about the team. So obviously having a 5th round pick is not desirable. It usually doesn't mean your team had the season that you were hoping that they would have. So for this year, what would a successful season look like for you? What would make you feel like, okay, I see what we're doing. I see where we're moving. Like, what would that be for you?
Just to see a direction of the team. Like this team had no direction last year. You didn't know what we were trying to do on offense. You didn't know what we were trying to do on defense. But if this team has a direction, like I think the direction is to play tough, hard-nosed defense, stop the run and run the ball. That's what I think the New York Giants want to do this year with John Harbaugh. If they could do that, hey, go 8-9, 9-8, but let's just say we compete in our division because I think the Eagles have came back a little bit. I think we could beat the Commander. Now, those Dallas Cowboys are something serious. They got defense and they brought Pickens back. So I just want us to be competitive in our division. Let's go 4-2 in our division. And let's be able to say, hey, we got a chance to make the playoffs at the end of the year. And I think that's a huge step for us.
Okay. Love that. I can respect that. Which position group right now worries you the most?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to say the secondary in general. We drafted Colton Hood in the 2nd round, which was good, but Deontay Banks, Paulson Adebo, Greg Newsome, those safeties. Look, we got to get our secondary together. But yeah, that's the group that I'm most worried about by far is the secondary.
Okay. Which position group do you think, or what do you think the team is the most improved? Like when you just look around, I know that you said coaching before, but is there anything else that you feel like from last season to this season, you just feel like things look to be improved?
Oh, the linebacker position, most definitely. Yeah, Bobby Okereke and whoever at linebacker last year. Now we got Tremaine Edmonds, Avril Reese, Jack Kelly, Michael McFadden is a backup now, which he should be. I think the linebacker position just went from A to Z, so linebacker position was definitely.
Can I ask a Jackson Dart question? How is that project? How he's not a project. People hear the word project and they think that means he's terrible. That's not what it
Yeah,
means. It means he was a rookie. So
exactly.
like yeah, so how did he how was that? How was he last year? What are you expecting from him this year?
Jackson Dart was a pleasant surprise last year.
Okay.
He's very instinctive in the pocket, and he makes plays. He's a playmaker. He's tough. He's gritty, and I think he's just going to continue to get better and better, especially with some real coaching and a real system around him. Heck, if we block for him, the sky's the limit for this kid. So
Okay.
it was a pleasant surprise with Jackson Dart last year. I like.
Perfect.
He's the quarterback of the future.
Okay.
That's for sure.
And then you all had two big injuries, Neighbors and Scattaboo. How are they recovering? Are they ready to go week one? Is it more of a like mid-season? How are both of those guys doing?
Well, they both should be ready by week one. Heck,
Okay.
Cam Scatterbo is going to be ready for training camp,
Oh, okay.
and so is Neighbors. They're going to bring Neighbors back a little slower because it's ACL, but I think they both should be back primarily by week one, ready to go. And
Okay.
we get those guys back with the new offensive line, new receivers. Well, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. No, I've been on record as saying I think the Giants had one of the better drafts. And mainly because I feel like the coaching staff can really do something with what's happening. And I always say it's not just about like this year, sometimes it's about like compounding some previous things that you've done. So yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, we'll see. I mean, if they were in the NFC South, I would be like, you guys could win the division, but because it's the NFC
NFC
East,
East,
I'm like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, we will see how that goes.
right? You gotta
Yeah,
wait and
we'll see.
see.
Yeah,
The
we'll see.
favorite right now for me is the Cowboys. I hate to say it, but the Cowboys
Hmm,
have done a lot this year, like a
okay.
lot. And if that defense plays anywhere near good, you have a problem with them dudes because they offense is legit.
Yeah, for sure. I always say the Cowboys are the AFC or the NFC's version of the Bengals in the AFC. Because we say the same thing about the Bengals. If the Bengals are able to get a consistent defense,
It's gonna be a
they're,
problem.
they're going to be a problem because they can score. Because they can score.
Hmm.
I love that. And then speaking of that, how did you feel about the Dexter Lawrence trade? Were you okay with it? Were you at first like, here this dude goes, and then when it happened, were you like, okay, a 10th round pick or 10th pick? How did you feel about that trade?
I felt they did what they needed to do.
Yeah.
They did what they needed to do. If he didn't want to be here because they tried to sign him, and they actually were trying to give him a better contract that he got with the Bengals. He didn't even get new money the first 2 years. So that whole situation was dumb. And I think his
Okay.
agent needs to talk to his agent real fast because
Yeah.
I think he got him set up twice. You can't get mad because you signed a contract a year too early. I knew that was too early when he signed that contract. I said, you sign that now, watch. There's going to be 5 defensive tackles that's coming up for money. That's going to get way more money than you. And you're better than them. So I don't know
Yeah.
why he signed it so fast, but you can't blame Joe Shane for that. He won.
Nope.
And
Okay.
so if you didn't want to be here, we got a 10th pick every time. Most people were thinking we weren't even get a first rounder for him. And the Bengals gave us a 10th pick. Cool.
Yeah.
That was
I
dumb.
think Well, I think they needed it. Their defense was like last in the league last year at so many things that he can help. So I always tell people like if you need things on your team that you think can help you win right now today, go make the move.
Okay.
So yeah, the Bengals defense was really bad last
Yeah,
year.
it was
It
terrible.
was
It was
really
like I
bad.
was out there playing with him. It was really
Yeah,
bad.
it was really bad. So like at least this gives them an anchor. Like they need it because anyways, I don't like the Bengals, but I'm just saying this could help them. Okay, so what do you think your team will do better than most teams in the NFL this year?
Oh, getting after the rushing the pass. My
Yeah.
God, yeah, like 4 or 5 people that can get after it, man. Just we should lead the league I want us to lead the league in sacks, but we have to stop the run in order to do that. So we'll
Okay.
see. But if we can stop that run, we should be one of the top teams in sacks this year with Burns, Carter, Thibodeau, Reese, Edmonds. The list just goes on and on. So if we're up there in sacks, I think we're doing pretty good.
Okay. Is there any running back in your division? Nobody's like Saquon, but is there anybody in your division that has a really good running back that's not named Philadelphia Eagles?
I think Javonte Williams is pretty good with the Cowboys.
Okay.
Other than that, I would say us with Cam Scatterbo.
Okay. No, that's what I was just curious. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
Freaking
think Cam
Eagles.
Scatterbo's like, yeah, I can't stand it. And they always get helped out. Like, why does it, within the own division, like the Cowboys keep trading to them dudes? Like, I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. I don't know. And then everything they do just happens to like make sense, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah,
Like
somebody's always trading them a pick when they need it to get up to get the player they want. Like, it's weird, bro. It's like they want these dudes to continue to be good, but it's all right. Once they lose AJ Brown, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I keep saying they're gonna lose him, and if they hold on to AJ Brown,
it's over with.
Yeah. So, and I wonder if they know that. Like, I wonder if they're like, listen, we could ship AJ for probably something really great, but what if we kept him? Like,
and
what
then
if?
now they got Makai Lemon to go with
That's
it?
what I'm saying.
Woo.
Like, what if they kept him and it was Makai Lemon, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith? What do you do with that? Honestly, what do you
with
do?
Barkley to back him up?
With Barkley, yeah,
And a
with
good
that
offensive
offensive line that they were drafting well, with their defense they bolstered. That's why I always say, like, I know I've been, I'm like, yeah, when they ship out AJ Brown, but lately I've been kind of thinking, like, what if they don't? Like,
yeah,
what
it's
if
gonna
they
be a
don't?
problem. It's gonna be a problem. Only thing I
Yeah,
can hope is AJ Brown is pissed off and just sells them all season. But
yeah,
then they got Dallas Goedert on top of it, so it's
yeah.
it's a problem
Shout out
over
to
there
the
in
Eagles.
Philadelphia. Yeah, I can't stand
Shout
it.
out to the Eagles. Awesome. Okay, before we get to the fun round, who can't you stand more? Can you not stand the Eagles? Who's the team in the division that you're just like, I cannot stand them for real?
Oh, it's
Like,
the Eagles.
it's the Eagles.
Sure.
Okay.
The Eagles, and then it's the Cowboys.
Okay.
It's like 1A, 1B. I can't stand either one of them.
Okay, fair. Does anybody hate the Commanders?
No, I think we've been beating up on the Commanders pretty well. So the Commanders are cool.
Okay, cool.
Like beating on them.
Okay. All right. So let's get to the fun round. So what is your quarterback confidence heading into the season on a scale from 1 to 5? 5 being the highest.
4.
Okay.
Give him 4. He's solid. I know he's gonna show up and play. He's good. 4.
Okay. What is your coaching staff trust level on a scale of 1 to 5?
4. Just because it's John Harbaugh and he's proven. Only reason why it's not a 5 because he has to prove it with us, but I'll give it a 4.
Okay. Who do you think will carry the team this season, offense or defense?
Definitely the defense. Definitely the defense is going to carry this team moving forward.
Ooh, will that be a change?
No, we've always been a defensive
You're right.
team.
Yeah, you've always.
We need to get back to our roots. Brian Dable coming over there with that little high flying offense, not doing anything, man, getting us killed, man. We've always been defensive led.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, and then if you could trade drafts with any other team, you could take all of their draft picks. They could take all your draft picks. Who would that be with?
Well, me personally, I love our picks, but if I had to trade with anybody, it would actually be the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets did a heck of a job. They got Sadiq Bailey and the kid from Indiana, the receiver from Indiana, man. The first round.
Omar Cooper.
Then they got D'Angelo Pons. It's I think the 3rd round or the 2nd or 3rd round, man. That draft went crazy. Let's see what they do with it, though. They got to do something with it.
That's what I agree. I agree. I agree with the swap, and I agree with if you didn't have to trade, you wouldn't trade. So I agree with all of it. Yeah, makes sense. If your team had a this always happens moment, like you're watching a game and you're like, of course, that is what we do. What would that be for the Giants?
Yeah, getting the penalty on 3rd down on defense. We have a team 3rd and 15. And then they'll throw it past a defensive hold and they right back on the field. It's like, man, stop that. There's always a penalty on 3rd downs or crucial situations. This team was stupid, man. I couldn't stand it. Like, it'd be like, touchdown. Oh, he dropped it. Never mind. Like, this was crazy last year. I hated it.
Okay. I love that. I love that.
3rd down.
At what point how were you fire him all season? Or at what point were you like, our coach has to go? He has to go.
Oh man, we made a video called the Dabo Files 2 years before last season. We've been wanting him gone. I already knew what he
Oh,
was.
okay.
He's a madman, bro. He has too much of an ego, and I don't think those players like playing for him. And the system was terrible for this division. Why are you trying to run all curl routes and things against a division that's tough nosed and don't run the ball? Like it's bad, man. He's gonna get Jackson Dart killed. They had to get rid of him.
Okay, fair enough. And then my last question is, if you could send a message to the team's owner or the team's GM, you could, if you want to send something to both, I guess you could. What would you say to them?
Let Harbaugh do his job. Let Harbaugh develop these players and just let him do his job. John Mara, sit back, chill, and write the checks. Like every time you get involved, look up the Giants' history, man. Every time Mara gets involved and they start wanting to make all the decisions and everything, we go to like 10 to 15 years of purgatory, just bad. And when they finally step back and bring somebody in like a Parcells or a Coughlin, now a Harbaugh, we get back to winning. So it's just a pattern. I think it's going to be our time again here soon, especially with the way Harbaugh is building things here. So it's going to be cool. We good. Just continue to step back and chill. That's it.
I love it. Awesome. Well, that was all that I had for you. Is there anything that you wanted us to talk about that we didn't talk about, or anything that we should know about the Giants? Because I am a huge proponent on when you first, in order to make a bad team better, you have to have a good draft. So check there. Usually if a coaching change has to be made, or if the injured guys, starting quarterback, whatever, comes back. So it's almost like you all have that perfect recipe of, okay, now everybody should be coming back that you need. You got your new coach. You had a great draft. Is there anything that you wanted us to mention or talk about that we didn't?
No, I'm a wait and see approach type guy, man. I can't wait for this season to start. I just want the season to start. And this preseason is going to be lit because we might actually have some depth on this team this year. So preseason going to be lit. So, but what about your Steelers, man? What about Aaron Rodgers? What y'all going to do? And I like Jeremy Bernard, and y'all traded for Michael Pittman with DK Metcalf. So y'all actually got some receivers this year. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't know what the Steelers are going to do, honestly. I don't know if it's going to be an Aaron Rodgers-led Steelers or if it's going to be another quarterback-led Steelers. So I don't know if I'm going to be saying, be patient, he's young, or if I'm going to be like Aaron Rodgers. And I have different expectations. Like if it's Aaron Rodgers is like a quarterback's pro. Basic things, right? Like watching the play clock, not getting a lot of false starts, all of those like nuances that we often don't think about with quarterbacks. He's going to do those things, so I don't have to worry. But then with the rookie, I'm like, here we go with the false starts. Like, are we watching the play clock? Weird timeouts. I just don't know what that's going to be like. And then I'll also be honest, McCarthy is an offensive coach. Historically, the Steelers are a defensive team. So I don't know what that's going to mean or what that's going to look like. If our defense is going to be, if we're going to score more points, I'm okay with the defense, not being like, historically we would be like, if we get to 20 points, the other team, we're in trouble because we couldn't score that many points.
Right.
So this year I'm like, okay, if we give up 20 points on defense, are we okay on offense? Like, is that the new thing? I don't really know. So I don't know. And then the rest of our division, we have 3 new head coaches this year. So it's not just us.
So I think you guys are still going to beat up on the Browns if Rodgers comes back. If y'all have to start freaking that kid from Ohio State or who is it, Mason Rudolph?
Yeah, it's gonna get weird.
Get bad. It's gonna get bad.
And I always say too, it's like that dictates my expectations, right? Because like if Aaron Rodgers is out there, like I expect good quarterback play. Full stop. I don't expect him to go be all world, but I expect good quarterback play. If it's one of the other guys, I'm just like, all right, defense, keep giving him the ball, please. I've never seen Will Howard take a snap in the NFL, literally ever, because he didn't even play in the preseason.
Well,
so I don't know what that looks
Ohio
like.
State wasn't even that good, but We'll see, man. But
Yeah. So that's what I think about them. I don't know.
yeah,
TBD.
right, exactly.
TBD. Yeah.
But
Awesome. Anything else you want? Let me just say thank you for joining. This is my third year doing this. This is your third time coming
mhm,
back and talking to me. So thank you for being willing to talk to me and being so supportive of me and just being encouraging. I feel like so many times in life, sometimes people never know when you just need somebody to be like, hey, you're doing a good job, or I love that, or good for you, or whatever it is. So I always appreciate that because sometimes my head is down doing the work that I forget that people might enjoy it. And I know that's
mhm.
weird, but I'm like, oh, right, people are watching this. I for some reason that doesn't click to me most times because I'm just moving forward. So I appreciate you always bringing me back and level setting and being like, no, you're doing a great job. Like, what do you, this is great. So
Right.
thank you for that. And then I'll end on you. Whatever you want to say, I will end as soon as you're done. And then all of your information will be in the description box. I'll say it again just for people who maybe didn't hear me at the beginning.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for letting me come on, talk about my New York Giants a little bit. I think we're going to be a lot better this year. Um, you can catch me at Big Pat Sports Talk. Like she said, the information is in the description. You can also catch me on the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. Road to 1,000 to get that channel fully monetized. So it's been an incredible journey, man. And I told you it was gonna be real good. I told you it was gonna be monetized real soon when I first met you.
You did. You
So
did. I think
keep
when
doing
you,
it.
for context, I believe whenever we recorded before, I think I was at like 246 subscribers, I
Mm-hmm.
think it was. So, and that was what, 2 years ago, almost, probably to
Mm-hmm.
the date, pretty close to it. So you were correct.
Yeah. I already knew. I know a hit when I see one, man. I was like, yeah, she's gonna be dope.
I
So
love that.
keep going, man. Keep doing it. You still do Texas. Don't know if you're doing. Are you still doing Colorado with
I
Coach
still do
Prime and them?
Colorado as long as Coach Prime is there. I am there. Like
All right.
yep.
We actually
I
signed one of their defensive tackles as an undrafted free agent. So let's see what he does when he comes here. But you're doing a heck of a job, man. And I told you I knew you was gonna be good. And I always look at your videos and see what you're doing, man. You're dope, man. Keep going.
Thank you. I appreciate that more than you know. So thank you. And then I'm sure we'll talk soon. Hey, if the Giants make the playoffs, you will be a part of my NFL playoff series. And I will be like, talk to me. Like tell me
Right.
all the things.
Now that
Like
would be an episode. We made the playoffs.
yeah,
Playoffs.
I lo-
Good grief. That
I
would be a
love that.
huge turnaround.
Yeah, well, you have an open invite when it happens. So there it
All
goes.
right. Cool. Cool.
Awesome. I'll talk to you. Thank you.
All right.